the
We'll talk about Hangover 2 more if you want.
My question is for Kelly.
Oh my God, what? How do I look?
Kelly.
I'm not going to overplay this at all. What's it?
Act calm. Act calm.
Okay, what kinds of stunts, I don't know if this was covered before I got here. What kind of...
Wait. Were you late? Were you late?
You have to go to the back of the line.
Yeah. There is no back of the line. That's what's funny.
You are the back of the line, sir. It's opposite day.
And also, have you done any other stunt work?
Okay, what was the first question?
How did you, or what kinds of things did you fill in for?
Well, the first time I did a stunt for Nick, I went to the hospital. They were kind of training me as I was going, and I was fighting like a 6'7" vampire, and we were sloshing around the water, and he threw me low, and I dislocated my shoulder. The funnest stunt, funnest?
I think
Is that
it's
the
fun.
the most fun, the most funnest? The best funnest?
The most is funnest.
There's an episode where Nick Xander, my brother, is hit by one of the 3 evil guys. What were they called?
Wait, which would be...
The one where they hit you and you went flying over the pool table. And, well, because you didn't go flying over the pool table, I did.
Right.
So they picked you off the ground. So
I was napping at this time.
yeah, he was. Basically, they put a harness on me, and I had a cable, and it was like a hydraulic lift, and there was a pinpoint up in the ceiling. And during lunch, we were kind of rehearsing this, and they put a helmet on me.
Which you're not going to be able to wear.
And I said, why the helmet? And they said, oh, because we don't know if you're going to shoot up into the rafters. What? You've done this before, haven't you? They said, no, they can't. So then I did it, and it was so fun.
Was it really?
Yeah, it was awesome. I just couldn't get it off.
Really?
Yeah, it's like 3, 2, 1, go, and you just like go
Yeah,
flying.
you go limp.
Yeah, you go limp, and I went flying like 15 feet, then over the pool table and landing on a mat, and I was like, more, because the more I do it, the more money I get.
Yeah, it's true.
More! That was an awful take, $100 more.
It's true, like if it's
I'm broke.
don't you get paid per stunt? Like
Well,
if
you
it's, if it's like extra...
The more dangerous it is, you get stunt bumps.
Yeah.
So I think the biggest stunt bump I got, so it's a SAG day player rate, then you get like an extra $600 if you're working with fire or near fire. And actually, the first thing I did for you is when I had this jump out of the way of fire. And it was like
So bad.
20 minutes.
Yeah,
and it was so easy, and I got $300 extra because there was fire involved.
There was one time I had to work with fire, and they had like all these fire bars everywhere, and it was like so easy, you know. It was kind of like just jumping through, and they, you know, put this goo. It's like this like fire retardant stuff all over your skin, you know. So you got and then all over your clothes. And I'm like, guys, it's like literally the fire.
That wasn't fire retardant stuff.
Like this, you know. It's like, you know. But I guess if an actor catches fire, that's a problem.
Yes.
Where's that stuff? Where's that gooey stuff? I miss that gooey stuff. Batgirl.
I was wondering, first, have you guys been reading the season 8 comic books?
I know what's going on. Isn't season 9 coming out pretty soon?
Yes.
Yes.
It's like when?
Yeah.
When does it drop?
Not yet. Okay.
When is it dropping? Is that what you say? Comic books dropping, or is that just CDs and such?
I think you can say dropping.
When is the shit dropping, yo?
So yes,
But,
lesbian stuff and
Yeah, that's how do you feel, like Xander's gone from in like season 1 he was really awkward kid to all of a sudden now he's like getting girls and
yeah, and it's not great. Once I go into cartoon form. Hey, listen, I think being a comic guy is awesome. I mean, you know, that's better than you know.
Is it cool seeing yourself in a comic book? Or
I like it.
Like,
I like awesome.
Strange.
No, I mean, I've been seeing myself in some sort of cartoon form for a while, you know, like, what was weird, like, seeing, like, my picture on, like, because at the height of the merchandise stuff, like, they were, like, little shot glasses, you know,
You're on a Bark Trooper can?
well, yeah, well, I did it, yeah.
That was a big one.
I did a whole thing, I did a campaign for that, but, like, Jones Soda, like, I found even that, there's a picture of me on that. On the board game.
I was on the post office wall.
I've got. Still is.
I shouldn't be here.
I can't tell him what he did.
I can tell him that.
Oh,
possibly could.
Oh, I'm a doll.
You are a
You're a
doll.
doll upstairs.
I've got dolls. I'm a Christmas ornament.
I got dolls and I got crabs and I got...
Yeah, no, so it's fun. Shut up.
Do you have all around your house?
No. Do you know how much I wouldn't get laid? You know what I mean? Come to my house. It's just me.
Have you guys seen that?
I like Buffy's running 24/7. You know?
Have you guys
No,
seen
I like to
that?
live now. You know? This is who I used to be.
Have you seen that the commercial with Kevin Bacon where his whole place is an homage to himself?
Oh, yeah.
I worked in that commercial.
Did you really?
Yeah. That's what Nick's house is actually like. Did Nicholas Brendon throw?
Would you do that if you were on? Would you have it like this stuff everywhere? I've got
Absolutely. No question.
I have one doll. It's the big doll. It's not an action figure. Though I tell when my friends give me a hard time, like it's an action figure. There's a doll. That's an action figure. That's the action figure. I've got one big one and it's kind of hidden under a credenza, just to show my kids that.
That is freaky.
Because I know I've got kids out there somewhere. You know what I mean? They're gonna come and knocking. You know, the mother. They're 18 now. I'm like, well, where the hell have you been? It's like, well, you owe us money. And I'm like, close the door real quick. It's like, was I ever in China? Okay, well, maybe I was. It's like, okay, well, look at my doll. You know, look at you this 18 years. Get the fuck out of here. I've never been to China.
I have no.
I don't know if I want to go ever. It's for some reason China.
They cook food on the sidewalk.
Like on the
True story.
Really?
On the sidewalk.
Like-
Shrimp and shit.
No.
They do.
Lies.
No.
Like on concrete?
It's a lot of people in China.
I guess you're probably right.
Like a small city is a city of 2 million people.
Yeah, no, I get it. No.
Like, let me tell you about the school system.
When you guys were working on Buffy, was there a point at which you realized this is a huge phenomenon now? Was there like some incident that drove it home to you?
I think the first, I think Allison, myself, I forgot who, it was like season 1 and we went to, I think Seattle to some kind of mall, just to kind of meet people for the first time. People were just screaming and we had to kind of go into the back door, you know, and I'm like, more. Kind of like, Kelly with fire, more.
I like fire.
So that was, you know, it's kind of like, oh my God, like I've seen, you know, where like, we kind of come up in the mall, just packed, you know, as I was watching Selena Gomez on Good Morning America yesterday, and it was a lot like that, you know? How old is she?
I don't know, but is she dating like Justin Timberlake now?
Bieber.
He is so hot. You know he made $100 million last year.
No, he didn't.
Last year he made $100 million, and this year he's making more money.
No! Wasn't he discovered on the internet?
The YouTube.
That's amazing. How about that one song with the girl? It's like, it's Monday. You guys know the song? It's Friday, I'm gonna get
100 million.
Well, she was on Jay Leno like a month ago. I mean, she got like 70 million hits, and like, it's Friday. It's just the weirdest thing in the world.
I don't have time for this.
But I wonder how many are teenage girls and how many are like older men, you know? It's Friday. It's Friday.
Kelly, what about you? You were working on the show as well, right?
I got this.
Yes, he does.
Was there anything that really drove home for you that was a phenom?
When I started getting chased out of malls.
There was one time we were going to...
I'm a simpleton.
We were going we go camping in Yosemite every year, and I think Kelly went to In-N-Out Burger, and there was like at this time just a busload of teenage girls there, and they're like, and he's like, no, it's not, because people didn't know I had a twin then.
I had my way with every.
And then he's like, it's not me, because like, after a while he just gets over it, you know, and then they start throwing French fries at him.
I went to the final, when Sarah was the final episode of Saturday Night Live 7-10 years ago, and I think NSYNC
Wait, the
was
final episode of Saturday Night Live?
The season.
Oh, the season finale.
Yeah. And I was there. I was just visiting friends who worked on the show, and Sarah happened to be working on it. And obviously, everyone thought that I was Nick. I went to the party afterwards, and I leave the party, and I call this my Mentos moment. When I left with my friends, and there's a bunch of press there that wanted to take a picture of me, and I just wasn't into it. And there was a limo in front of me. I said, guys, come here. We went in the limo. And then they left me alone, and then literally went in this door and left that door, and then walked down the street. It was our paparazzi filter.
That is a mental illness. That's great.
That was awesome. And then I was at a mall and just doing some shopping, you know, getting some shoes and whatnot. I like shoes. And chased out of the mall by 20 people and had to like run.
Get back! And it's because he's stolen shit. It was security.
I think it was Brendon. Take it.
Nick's got so many fans. Where did I get these pants from?
I'm not ending that.